What kind of threshold of pain do you have? Pretty good?
Not for, I don't know about piercings, but...
Crash, you consider yourself in general to be somebody who's got a pretty high threshold?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't mind a piercing here and there or something like that, I re-pierced my ear over the years, so, over the weekend, so that was pretty tough.
Rich?
I'm okay. I've broken a few bones, but, it did hurt like hell.
I have no threshold of pain. Zero. I pass out. Any pain, I pass out.
I had a tooth drilled once with no Novocaine.
Hell no.
I'm dead serious.
Why?
It was...
Was your doctor Zell?
No, the filling came out and the nerve was still alive, and he said, I'm just going to refill it, but I'm going to drill a little bit more. He goes, you let me know if it hurts because the nerve is still there. And he was drilling, and I felt it. And it would, send a little ting through my body, but I didn't want to get the needle, so I went right through it.
You'd rather take that pain over the needle pain?
Yeah, because it was over in a second, then he just filled it, and I didn't have to walk around the rest of the day like...
Dude, that Novocaine hits you immediately. Like, as soon as that needle hits your thing, it's like, boom, you can't feel a thing.
It's pretty wild stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had a piercing, though, ever.
You don't even have your ears pierced,
No.
do you? Why,
No.
just because of the pain?
Yeah, I just never wanted to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
No kidding.
I don't blame you.
Well, we have someone that knows pain.
Brent Moffatt lives up in Winnipeg, works at a place called Metamorphosis Tattoo, and he will be in the Guinness Book of World Records. He just recently set the new record for most piercings in one sitting, 702 needles pushed into his body in a little less than 8 hours. Brent, how many did you have going into this endeavor?
Well, I had 7, but those didn't count towards the record.
Right, where were they?
I have several above the neckline and one below the waistline.
So you have 709 really now, but only 702 for the record?
Yeah.
Now, above the neck, I'm wondering what piercing is the least painful? I'm guessing the ear, but outside that, because I see there's a girl who works here who's got like the eyebrow spear, and you see the
Actually, they're
lips.
all about the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, none of them are that bad.
Well, that tongue's got to suck, though.
The tongue, come on.
The tongue is the easiest of all.
Well,
It
come
is?
on.
Yeah, because where we pierce actually has very little nerve endings.
Your tongue?
Yeah.
I can't picture a place in my tongue that has very little nerve endings.
Yeah,
It
it's
seems
right
like...
in between the two muscles.
But I would think that some parts of your body, though, are more sensitive than others.
Nipples are definitely very sensitive.
Yeah.
And genitals can be sensitive.
Right.
Now, where do you pierce it down there? Like, it's like on the...
Oh, there's multiple different places that can be pierced.
Like the beans or the frank?
You can put it right through the head if you want.
What do you have?
That pee would go in like 4 different directions.
I know, you'd
Feel like
sprinkler
You
man.
have to sit down after that.
Yeah. What do you have?
I have a barbell right past the head through the thin skin.
Oh, boy.
And
A barbell.
Hey, women like it.
I bet they do.
do they really?
God, you'd afraid to get caught or something.
I got to believe women would be okay with it even without the barbell.
Well, yeah,
It's like,
of course.
no, I can't have sex with anybody that doesn't have a barbell on. It's just not the same. So, you saw a record. The previous world record was 200,
Yep.
and you decided you were going to shatter this.
Well, if you're going to do it right.
Absolutely. Did you do this yourself?
Yes, I did.
All of those
You
piercings.
pierced yourself?
Yeah, that was part of the Guinness rules, is I had to administer them myself.
And what parts of your body were, incurred the most?
I did 700 of them in my legs, and then I did the last 2 in my nipples.
Oh, none in your arms?
No.
Oh, so all 700 up and down your legs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like a porcupine, like on your leg. I mean, are you going to ever wear socks or shoes?
Actually, they're healing up very nicely.
Oh, so you've taken them all out now?
Oh, yeah, you have to take them out at the end.
Okay.
So you do
which
it just
was more
to pierce.
painful, actually.
Okay.
What made you want to do this?
Just to see how many people can say they're going to be in the Guinness World Book.
Sure. Now, did you ice
That's
down
a big
your
book.
Yeah, it's a big.
I mean, there's a lot of people in that thing that work for a lot easier things.
Did you ice down each area before you pierced it, or you just pierce it, you throw some alcohol on there and thrust?
Yeah, there was no pain relief at all.
None?
No, because part of the experience is to deal with the pain.
You didn't take Advil, you didn't do anything.
No.
Oof.
Well, could you have, why not?
I probably could have, because there's nothing in the rules saying that I couldn't.
Yeah.
But I still wanted to experience the pain, see how far I could take my body.
So what do they dispatch the Guinness police over when you're ready to go and they just sit there and watch you?
Actually, no, I have to pack up all my film footage, all my radio and TV stuff and everything and send it out to London, England.
Wouldn't it suck if after the whole thing, it turns out the video wasn't working?
Actually, I've already seen it again, and it's working.
Yeah, it would be suck if they don't put you in the in the record.
book.
Is this a record that they recognize? Because they don't recognize all records.
Yeah, this is, it's called Most Body Piercings with Surgical Needles. You can actually find it in the previous books.
Those surgical needles, they're pretty thick. They're not like the head of like a like when you get an injection or something, right? They're like
No, it's
bobby pins almost.
About 4 sizes thicker than what you see in a hospital.
At what number did you start really, really hurting?
At about 600.
And did you start from the top of the leg and then work your way down? How far
No,
up
the
did
top
you go?
of the feet.
Top of the feet. Now, I would think that the top of the feet would be very painful because it's very thin.
Actually, it wasn't that bad because my body wasn't used to the pain yet.
What about like the inner thigh area?
Again, not that bad.
So
Really?
what felt worse, putting them in or taking them out?
Taking them out, I almost passed out a couple of times. Taking
Really?
them out. It was
Did
so
you do
painful.
probably because he's got blood? You probably had a lot of loss of blood there, I would think.
I lost about a quart of blood.
Were you pulling them out one at a time or groups at a time?
One at a time because we wanted to tape the count as I pulled them out.
Who was with you when you did this?
I had my boss, who was also a nurse of 30 years, and several people from the shop also.
This is Brent Moffatt in Winnipeg, Canada. Just recently set the Guinness World Record for most number of piercings, 702 in an 8-hour period. You were going for 1,000. Tell us what happened after 600.
Number one, my legs were swelling bad enough that I couldn't grasp any more skin. And the pain was getting so bad that I just knew I wasn't going to be able to make 1,000, but I was still happy with 700.
Your legs were swelling, and so you couldn't grab the skin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with
it was
the
so
pins
tight,
through,
makes sense.
Yeah, with the pins through it, it's pulling the skin, I guess, and keeps it too tight.
So the
Now-
holes are all
Actually, my leg had gone to about double the size.
Oh, geez.
Kind of seems like after this, though, now you want to top yourself again. I mean, what do you want to do next?
I would love to get on the Guinness TV show and redo the record.
So what do you got, like scars now that you think you're going to scar up from all this? Or
Oh, no, they weren't in long enough to leave scar tissue. They'll heal up and look like they've never been there.
So how did you treat your legs and things after you pulled them all out? I mean, I'm sure you had to put some alcohol on it or whatnot, or bandages, or what do you got?
No, the best thing to do is just crawl into a hot bath with salt in it.
What?
It's not enough salt to actually hurt.
I would think
Enough
just,
to clean the wound.
Doesn't sound good.
I would just think any kind of water, any kind of outside influence like that would make it sting
You should.
like hell.
You've got to send your tape to Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Actually, I've thought of that one, too.
Well, you know what? Those guys listen here because that show is done out of Atlanta. So,
Oh, is it really?
You
Cool.
never know, right?
Well, I'm Brent Moffatt in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Yeah, all of a sudden now he's on his best behavior. Oh, hey, TBS.
What is on the human body? What is the least sensitive area where piercing is concerned?
The least sensitive?
Yeah,
The tongue.
I don't
buy
get
that
No
at
way.
all.
Are you saying the tongue is less sensitive than an earlobe?
Yeah, actually, ears have a lot of nerve endings in them
It's just when you bite your tongue accidentally, it hurts.
because you're biting the muscle, not in between the muscles.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no wait. Our intern Deborah here, she has ear and tongue piercing. New intern Deborah. Is what this man says true? That doesn't hurt that much when you get your tongue pierced?
Yeah, the thing that hurt most with my tongue is that they use a clamp to hold it
the
still.
clamping of it.
And the clamp hurt a lot more than, you can't feel the needle at all, but the cartilage in my ear hurt for days on end.
Well, the cartilage.
told you so.
Listen, But what about the lobe?
The lobes don't hurt at all.
The lobes don't hurt.
No, but I mean, you can feel them when they put the gun in, but the tongue, you can't feel anything.
Oh, don't use a gun. Never use a gun. They can kill you.
Why did you pierce your tongue?
My boyfriend asked me to.
Whoa. Okay.
We'll get into that in another segment.
That's the next segment. Now,
yeah.
there's something here in this story that I'm reading about you online. It says his eyebrows sport the beginning of what he hopes will one day be a full Maori mask tattooed on his face. What does that mean?
I have an eyebrow tattoo that goes down my nose also, and I have several other facial tattoos. And I'd like to eventually get a New Zealand Maori design done over my whole face.
Okay,
So
let
you
me
look like a
ask
superhero with your
right.
visor there.
Well, I like the Maori design.
Maori, okay.
Well, let me ask you about that because you see these guys every once in a while, and it's usually on Ripley's, and it's usually on Guinness, and it's usually guys, like you, guys in their 20s, whatever. Do you ever think like, piercings, it's cool, right now, but hey, if I ever decide, I can let it close up. Like a big, huge honking face tattoo. You don't think when you're 65 that's going to be something you'd regret?
Oh, no, I'll be the coolest guy in the old folks' home.
Yeah,
You'd be
all
the
stories
creepiest guy in the old
you'd
folks'
be-
home.
I mean, kids would definitely be afraid of you.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
No one's trick or treating at your house.
No.
All right, Brent. Well, I guess good work.
Yeah.
This picture is the most vile thing I have seen in years. It's
you.
it's great. I mean, it's cool.
It's great.
I'm
It's
proud
metal.
of you.
It's metal.
It's
No
totally
doubt.
metal.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's got pins going through the skin, and blood is just bleeding out all over the floor. And
All right, thank you very much.
No problem, man.
All right, Brent, take it easy.
All right, now-
702.
Like, I don't get that.
But that's why they're them and you're you.
I understand, but I mean, they talk about there's a rush.
it is a rush. It's kind of cool. You ever been like, I don't know, hit by another car or something like that, and you get that adrenaline rush, and you're like
Ugh.
jacked up? I mean, I know it's crazy, but
I don't like it at all.
you ever
It's like too scary.
in a fight? You ever been in a fight before?
Two, but I didn't get hit. I mean, I hit the guy.
Did you run? Hit him and run?
It was like one was a wrestling match, and the other one I just hit the guy and he went down.
Well, it's like that
That
whole
was
the
it.
whole phrase.
We were like 8.
I was going to say.
What was his name?
That was Howard Stolberg.
He remembers everybody's names.
Or Howard.
I mean, seriously, you
Yeah,
ever,
he stole my hockey stick. I had no
That
choice.
when you're hit though, you know, with the phrase "you see red," and that's your adrenaline just getting jacked. It's the pain that triggers that.
But some people enjoy
Release.
that and others don't.